I hope you're doing well, and welcome back to Phoenix Red Days Attorney. I'm continuing this immediately after last episode, where we learned that the murder happened not in Studio 1, it happened in Studio 2, meaning that not only could people that were in the trailer at the time have killed him, they were the only ones that could have done so, given that the way to Studio 2 and the trailer was blocked off at the time. Which I maintain that they could have just gone around the big monkey statue. But the game doesn't agree with me on that, even though that's how they said Cody got around. Hopefully today is the day we incriminate Salmonella. Finally! I have been waiting so many hours for this. But yeah, let's jump right into it. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Please don't look disappointed at me again. Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Yes! You're not going to look at me like I'm disappointed. Hi, Maya. Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive, and proof. Well, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow's the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. I feel like that's just a problem waiting to happen. Like, not even waiting to happen, I'm pretty sure that would be immediate problems. Going to that system trials that have done 3 days? That is such a dumb system. Because, like, in the system we have, they could go on for months. And that's a pretty good thing, because you're covering every possible base. In 3 days, you do not have time to cover all your bases. Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Okay. Got some I was gonna say examining to do. No, investigating. Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Samurai costume? Oh, right! I can't believe I immediately forgot to mention this. So, for some reason, Jack Hammer was in the Steel Samurai costume, and we don't know why he was. What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yep. Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that Bruce and the director were both in the trailer. It means that the killer has to be one of them. Or one of the other executives, but we don't know them, so I'm guessing it's not them. Really, why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. I'm glad we have this recap, so it can explain it better than I could. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Any ideas? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? You can't see what's going on when Mia's here. But no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? Powers, right. Good idea. October 19th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today, thank you. And we proved that he didn't do it, which I would have thought would be enough. Oh, thanks. Could you not look? You're about to burst into tears. Oh, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. Wipe that grin off your face. No, it's a nice refresher from Maya being like, "You know what to do, Phoenix. You're going to disappoint me if you fail this case. You already disappoint me. Every second I spend with you is agonizing and torturous. Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count." Yes. Well, there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. A man is going to die if we do not help him. Talk to him. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. What's that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and... And what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Tell us the rumors. Tell us about, Manila. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. I don't like the word minor when we're talking about Salmonella, I'm gonna be honest. Gives me bad vibes. Something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. We brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Alright, Mr. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? Then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel to Samurai Summer. Let's give up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. For the main gate? Hi. You're not Manila. I'll give you a chance. October 19th, Global Studios main gate. The old windbag sure is quiet today. Now this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? Take your guards down. Yeah? Maybe we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Ooh, she's alive! Don't think she's gonna be very talkative. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. Seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me to talk about her, so sorry. Director Manella, can I ask you about something about Salmonella, the director? He's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. He treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. I'm sure he does. Oh, why would anyone like being treated like dirt? I don't want to explain any of this to you. Alright, Mr. Hammer. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it. Call me a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor Hammer would never do such a thing. Why will you steal Powers' costume so you can sneak in, so you can sneak by me? You would never stoop slow, it's impossible. Okay. I was wondering where we'd have to go. October 19th, Global Studios and Play Area. I guess they're not filming today either. Yeah, someone died. I did want to see them filming just one time. Trial will be over and done with by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. What if there are any other clues lying around? That's a hint. Yeah! No touching. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Plate. So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. That was me. I'm his guy. This reacts to those sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Wait, I was almost did his voice because I saw his name. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Oh no, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on display had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Fake plate added to the court record. Investigation. How goes your investigation? Tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. Some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I'd buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. He's coming around. Feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Why? What's Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Why are you so happy about that? Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Hey, whatever happened to that empty bottle? Well, the bottle of sleeping pills? I got some good news for you about... Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Did I check the dressing room? Oh. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? I was just cleaning up the dressing room. Guess the people won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. I thought he went to Studio 1. Oh, the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. Was it Will Powers that mentioned the rumor? I can't remember. Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. It's some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know? Bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Jack Hammer. They were using a new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. Left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, though? Talk about the last episode. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? Oh, it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did Miss Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kid shows anymore. Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. What? I don't care. Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. I want to forget all this ever happened. It wasn't quite, you understand? Fair, but also no. How can they just do that? What about the kids that love the Steel Samurai? Okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. Find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. Program understands, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. Evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. The book. And this is... Ben collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. Joe couldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Starters. Tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died. It was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, producer Miss Vasquez managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what happened to his career before it got out. Let's be realistic. Nothing. I see. No one knows more about this. Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. It's nice that it's telling me exactly where I need to go and who to talk to. Why, you're still slinking around? Like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? Yep, Windbag doesn't look so good. What else is new? Everybody's doing their darn just to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer, it's all due to Hammer. It's time to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe you should keep a safe distance. Does she have rabies? I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. The rabies is kicking in. Oh, Toad, who'd you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. Her name is Penny Nichols. Really? Nice. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. Killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Judging after on someone's past like that? And recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? Kinda. It's why I'm here playing this game. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. Claiming that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? But you have some kind of proof. I do have proof. At least that he put him to sleep. Here's my proof. What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills, with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. Well, what does that prove? Sure, the Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's the proof that he used those pills on Powers? Right here. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so... This is the plate that used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. Did wrong, Hammer, rest his soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win, I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding all in. Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. Fatal accident. Am I gonna just start coming around to liking this character? Like, she's alright, but it's one of those characters you love to hate, as opposed to Salmonella, who I just hate. What's worse, the paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, while it caused quite a stir. Guess you made it all better. Vasquez. He has ties to the Mafia. Okay. She silenced the pup. Did she order them dead? That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. She has ties to the Mafia. Of course she's a force to be reckoned with. I see. But yeah, you have to understand. Poor Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. I kinda sound like Jody Wheeler. Hey, Yug. Red Eyes Black Dragon! I summon Pot of Gray to draw 2 additional cards from my deck. Okay, it sounds less like Jody Wheeler now. Old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Yeah, take this. A photograph. Wait a sec. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell into the flower box fence. Why was that there? Why was that there? Surely that's like a major hazard. Well, it is a major hazard because he died. But how did you get this? It was a long time. It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Oh, we're gonna have to bring this to light, aren't we? Okay, now what? Back to the detention center, maybe? Talk? No. Show him, perhaps? Here, excuse me. Thank you for showing me that, whatever that is. I could think of some way for me to help you. Sorry, Snip. Okay. Outside Studio 1, maybe? Okay. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then you left from here to go to Studio 2. Right. But why? What if someone called him? Like the director or the producer? Oh, we can't go in Studio 1 because we don't have the card key. Move outside Studio 2. Oh, we go here. Oh. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Okay, that's not what I thought was going to happen at all. I thought we were going to do some digging around the area where he died or something, find some evidence. Where the one guy died, not Hammer. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? 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 Why, you should at least try to be polite. No, I'm with Maya on this one. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Was that Hammer? Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. Not interested in talking to you. You're just like your father. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. I think he knows that. You don't have to cancel Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fanboy speaks to me. I know it. What? Oh, dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. We present... this? I keep pressing the button to look at it. But she was clearly there. Not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? I will, old bag. Hold. She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez. Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? With your ties to the Mafia. And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Uh-huh. Gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. You came. Well then, what was it that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez? Wait. You were using that accent. I feel like I skipped a line of dialogue. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But You were the cause. You pressured him. You think it was just an accident.
Excuse me. What is this all about? Keep saying accident, accident. Are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident?
No. No way.
You mean Mr. Hammer
Did it on purpose?
That is what I mean.
What is proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident?
Yeah.
And I ran him hard, believe you me.
Say it a different way, please. The security lady said it was an accident.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too.
Oh, that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter needed is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now.
What? This is valuable evidence.
Boys!
She's got the entire Yakuza in here. Sorry, this is, Japanifornia, the Mafkuza. Who are they?
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What?
Well, it's tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all?
Sure, you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, race away.
No. Game over. Hold it right there. Gumshoe hijacking my theme, but I'll allow it. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow, then. In court.
Why wouldn't they just erase him, too? Actually, though, it's Gumshoe. I don't think they could. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey, you okay, pal? I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. It's okay, buddy. You did good. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Oh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Up top, buddy. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Ah! That's nice. Good for him. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. Sure, we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it's like we're getting that close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. To be continued? No, we're continuing this immediately. Yeah, save my progress. Final day, trial. Let's do this. I'm so ready. October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, the opening statement?
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. The Today I will call on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Nice.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Steve Vasquez to the stand. Mr. Steve Vasquez is the producer who was present in Studio 2 trailer that day. And she also has ties to the Mafia, but we're not going to talk about that. Will the witness state her name and occupation?
Steve Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios.
You got the name out! You got to name and profession! On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. You must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. You're right. She's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Don't say it like that. Everyone, please keep your pants on in this courtroom.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. Meet me again at 12 sharp, and ended at 4 o'clock. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Cell take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Don and I ate T-bone steaks at the table in front of the trailer. Found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you'd Cell take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. Thought it might be risky to walk, but with that monkey's head toppling over.
And added the court record.
I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. The day of the murder.
I entered the trailer.
Okay, we read this. Press that. By yourself? Yes. But you didn't stop in at the employee area?
No.
Are you always this terse?
Yes.
Oh dear. Getting at 12 and at 4. We know this, but I'm gonna press anyway. Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not hear to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
Good to be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
Rehearsal. Went to Studio 1. Wait, wasn't it in Studio 2? What exactly was that? I'm getting my facts mixed up, so... I have no idea if that's a contradiction or not. I forgot. Maybe you could try remembering?
No.
The meeting ended at 4 o'clock and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Fatigued. Hold on, yes, we know what this means. Literally took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk.
Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
And you irritate me, so we're even. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops.
It was a 15-minute break.
I'm warming up to Edgeworth. He's alright. T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. You have someone who can verify this? No. Yep. No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
He committed murder during that break. Wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. Had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I wish she'd said a little more. God, I think she's pretty used to being the boss. Pretty sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Wait. If this blocked the path, you wouldn't have been able to take the van. Because a person can walk around, a van can't do that. Okay, present. This. 70. No. Couldn't have gone in the van because the path was blocked. Oh, some proof that she didn't eat the steak. How didn't I notice that before? Oh, I think this is it, but I don't know why. Ah, as I thought. Claim you ate T-bone steak, but really it was chicken. But I say you did not. I don't think what she ate really matters. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. The plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you that it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at the table outside the trailer. There were no bones left on the plates. Oh, I didn't catch that. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. I need to see what happens if I pick that. You ate the bone too. Nick, are you sure? He's part owl. I mean, I love steak, but even I don't eat the bone. You're not part owl. I don't eat it either.
Mr. Wright.
I too leave the bone. Can I try that again? You didn't eat the steak. The other one doesn't make sense. You didn't eat any steak during that break. Took his steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator.
Then what was Vasquez doing during the break?
Murder. Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order! Are you saying...
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trail to eat her steak, you ran into the Steel Samurai. Then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right?
Let him claim what he wants. Say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
You appear to have come unarmed. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, samurai spear. Yes.
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
I think you could. Not sure how, but I'm gonna go with that. It's not impossible. Well, maybe it's not impossible, but...
Silence. I am speaking. Victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes? I believe this would indicate the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the steel samurai costume is quite light and mobile, and the victim I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there's proof I did not have the spear. Photograph of the steel samurai shows the victim himself was holding it. Or do you mean this just so I could have wrested it away from him?
Yeah, take that, right? You still think she did it? Show us proof. Hey Nick, look at the data we have on that samurai spear in the court record. Isn't there something out there that gets to you? Something odd about the samurai spear.
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim.
Very well, I won't hold you to your claim. I'm afraid I will have to penalize you.
What's this? To take you back your claim? Let's backtrack for a moment. Consider whether witness could have used a samurai spear or not. But that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning, samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
So I progressed, but I lost the points.
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Present it? I present my proof. My only thing is that it's not covered in blood or anything, so who knows? I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. I updated the murder weapon. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. He fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Okay, that makes sense.
Order! Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Your mom's house. Think about what you're...
Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Tell us what weapon was killed Mr. Hammer. She didn't.
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, it's his murder weapon then.
Yeah, because he was impaled on that. Look at this photo. Look at this photograph.
What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! I could have not have ordered this trial would be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth? You still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again.
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. But whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. Could use a man like you on my scriptwriting staff.
You deny that what I say is true.
Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument, the Hammer died in the trailer as you say. But the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. You then claim that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break?
The van.
How could I have disposed of the body?
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes. from 2:30 to 2:45. The jackhammer had been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume. There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body than with her own hands? The van.
For instance?
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. There was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting, let's hear it then. Mr. Wright? Please show us how she carried the body.
I know immediately. The van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so I went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sale take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sale drive me.
You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yes. Of course he was. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Makes sense. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win?
So what happens next? No question mark me, and how would you even make that sound with your mouth? Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I lost? Something like that?
I just said that.
Wait, so you mean... Steve Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer.
Who can say?
You just did. You said I win. Huh?
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright.
You just engaged the battle of wits. The result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only possible. You said I won.
Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What?
Order! Order!
Mr.
Edgeworth, your thoughts?
We're all lost. Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it. But, there's no proof.
Well, came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I will be leaving.
What do I do now? Testify again? I'd like you to testify again.
Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. If I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? He'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. Waste of time. Damn it.
We come so far only to fail.
As it seems there are no further questions, I'd like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Yes,
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Why? Okay.
I see it very well.
Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again.
You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again. Edgeworth, my boy.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? Don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself.
What exactly did you want to testify about?
Well, yes, Indeed, verily I say, ergo. Indeed, indubitably, my friend. I concur. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? You probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. He's turning over a new leaf. We can change him. We can fix him. After finding the body.
I was with Sal and Oldbeck, the security lead, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security lead Oldbeck was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to try to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Hey Nick, we're close, real close. You may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of it, Nick. Right. You're so cooked! Found old bags clearly when found the body. Press. What time was that?
We waited a minute, 5 o'clock for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then.
When exactly did you and Mr. Minow arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes before. I wouldn't stuff any bodies in the costumes, mind you.
Press harder. Always press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio?
They weren't there yet.
Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonel's help.
Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies in any costumes?
Yes, because people have never lied under oath before. That has never happened once in all of the years that the legal system has existed. No one would ever lie to get out of a punishment. It is not human nature to try to escape punishment.
Try to listen what people are saying, boy.
Or...
The witness will continue her testimony.
Mr. Powers is taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
Did no one go to call him?
Remember.
Remember what?
There was a dead body laying in front of us. Yeah, you expect me to be calm?
The way you say it sounded like you just, like, walked away. So yeah, certainly seemed calm enough when I accused her of murder. Always press harder. Wait a sec, wouldn't that be the other way around? Other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. No one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. I often left him on the bus when shooting that location. No one noticed he was missing.
Poor Powers.
Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue.
Okay. Press that. What was everyone else doing at that time?
No one said a thing. It was all silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then silence, dead silence.
Speaking of,
Silence.
hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. We are in the middle of a murder trial, Maya. Security lady, Miss Solberg was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. Solberg, security lady. Why does security lady think Powers had done it?
That because she saw him going towards the studio.
Right, Steel Samurai, press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word?
Perhaps not. It seems I've also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact.
Photographing the one taken by the security camera.
Found known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer.
I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out?
Yes. Seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing.
But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question.
Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise.
I don't think the studio decides that either.
They were nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting. There was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us.
There was a break. There was a break. I know this. Covered for you or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. Her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Back to the trailer, get the scripts and direction notes.
Yes, they're quite valuable. Wouldn't do to have them stolen.
I guess not. Okay, press harder.
Wait a second.
I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. There was a murder after all.
You didn't know that coming in, though.
Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. Thank you, Edgeworth. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Edgeworth is carrying this case. Show this man some respect. He has turned over a new leaf. He is no longer the updated autopsy, stupid cravat-wearing prosecutor we once knew. He is reborn. Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1.
Order, Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change in the defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. He's after justice, after all. At least that's what I'm getting. He's from... Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe that there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change the testimony to reflect this reason.
Neither Hammer's injury, couldn't do any action scenes. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. And how did Sal know? I had to find something to peg his honor here. Everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. It's the photo, but I don't quite understand the logic. Because how would Sal have known? Because the injury was at 2 p.m. or he was limping at 2 p.m., but I'll figure this out, I promise. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? And it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Oh, right, I'm dumb. Will was injured. Explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. Oh, right. I forgot my own logic here. He's dragging his leg because the costume's too big. Oh, because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. That too.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. Right, it was Will Powers that was injured. That makes sense. Sorry. First was Mr. Howard, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why do you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. I forgot he was there too. At the run-through, I mean. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You saw Hammer limping. Actually didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but was it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, when was he doing this? Well, would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you're confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Order! Order! I will have order!
Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see, sneak out of this one, Vasquez.
Very well. I have a question for you.
Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen in hard times, but he was a star.
I had nothing gave him his death. Nothing!
Yes, you would need a motive. Not all the time, but I guess in this case, yeah.
Why would she have killed the victim? There's a reason it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Of course I can prove it. I have proof and I'll show it to you. It presents to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. Would it be the incident? I don't know why it would be. This is my proof.
This is the photo from before?
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, the accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. Fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day. Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. You're talking about motives here. Yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. Almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. It was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men, it's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright? Please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
Reveal evidence. Nope. He's completely lost his marbles. Court requires that you find your marbles immediately.
They have to penalize you for the waste of this court's time.
Nick, we're so close. Think this one through, please. Ask again. Please explain motive for murder. She had no motive. I can't think of one anyway. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
This Mr. Hammer was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor? Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers' sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck in his dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume and fooled security lady thinking it was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? Killed D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all these years. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes.
I am guilty. It was me.
Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Miss Vasquez! Oh, wait, what happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No! I don't want to go crazy with the voice because this is a more serious moment. Please don't die. Please. But who is Manuel?
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's the Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm as collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
It appears you've brought about yet another miracle.
I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers is innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle.
Yes, you're right. Very well. Court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers,
not guilty. Haha! Thank you, Edgeworth. You saved me.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I don't know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. Not enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. I think he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Tell me why. Every time I'm going to keep doing that. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Oh, evidence. Does everyone put the blame on you because... Huh. I want to say it's the book, because, like, he was jealous of Will Powers, who was the star. He wanted to be a... He missed being a star and was jealous of Mr. Powers. I wanted to see him fall as well. That's what I'm thinking. Because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Miss Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, as the villain to boot. Kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. Could have just told me. I would have changed places with him in any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. I never have to see salmonella ever again. Yes.
Congratulations, WP.
Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume, and... Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth.
Oh, he is pissed. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Wonderful weather we're having. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you, I'm Powers. Sniff. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. He's a big nerd. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings.
What do you mean by that?
Not like that! Don't read too into it. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Again, what do you mean by that? Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend?
What, friends? As if. They're rivals, right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? But I get the feeling I'm missing something. Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
I want to know the details. Spill the dirt. Spill the tea.
So the curtain closed on another trial. No, I want to know.
I caused quite a stir by revealing that accent from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming chain. Went back to making kids shows again.
Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I was kind of surprised. Didn't think they'd actually go through with it.
You have to try the cards too.
No, it's a mistake. You will never get the cards you want. So I picked up that new Pokemon Pocket game. The one where you just open trading cards. I've been trying to get like a regular old Flareon card for a while, so I could have all the evolutions. I have so many like EX cards, full art cards, and all that. Still don't have my Flareon.
Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? Wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real powers. The end. That was a good case. Wait, Turnabout Goodbyes. I don't like that it's called Turnabout Goodbyes. That worries me. I have no idea who the people are in the cover for it, but it looked like Edgeworth was in, so we're going to be having another showdown with Edgeworth. And that's going to be interesting, because he is turning over a new leaf, because at the beginning he would, like they said, he would do anything for a guilty verdict, and he just threw away his guilty verdict for justice, which I'm starting to like him. I don't think I would have gotten to that conclusion on my own, the fact that it was self-defense. So I'm glad that everything worked out. Yeah, I am excited to do this next case. I don't know when I'll be doing it. I'm going to be doing it soon. I know that much. Yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Let me know if you did, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, y'all.